Hey friends! Happy New Year's Eve! I am Jana with J. Marie Design, and I am here tonight with Miss Ink Stamps. I am so excited. It has been a long time. It has been a while. You got a little sneak peek there of what I'm going to pull together to work with. Let me know when you hop in where you are celebrating New Year's Eve from, if this is your first time watching. And, if you guys wouldn't mind doing the thumbs up, give a little share out into the interwebs, it would be much appreciated. So, it has been a while. I had some back issues, and so sitting for any length of time has been kind of rough, but I'm here tonight with y'all. So, I am going to go ahead and pull out some of the stuff that I have to work with. So, some of my favorite things, and you'll see my tattoo here, and this is only part of the collection. Um, but you know what? Let me zoom out and see if that helps. There we go. It was a little too close. Um, so we're going to be using these, and then a couple of my other favorites. So this stamp set was one of the first ones that caught my eye with missing stamps. Um, this is Llama Love, and it's hilarious, but it is so fun to color. So I've had things colored for a while, um, and I'm in the process of kind of changing markers, but that's another story. Anyway, so I've got some llamas that are colored, and then we've got from the Magic collection, we have a bunch of fun ones. And this set here is called Slugs and Kisses. And if you're a wizard fan, um, this one is hilarious. So I have this colored as well. And because, it's Christmas, and for some reason I always think of those movies as Christmas movies, um, I've been watching them when I can't sleep at night. And so it's been really fun. But they've got some really funny sentiments and stuff that go with it as well. Hi! Mayhem Crafty Cards. Welcome in. Yes, I love a good snark or some sass in a sentiment or even in a card. But so let me pull out the llamas and I'm going to show you how I have them colored. And I have them colored, I have them die cut. Hedgehog goes in the other ones. And I kind of double layer. Some of these are even triple layer just to give them some heft. Um, but these llamas, like this little llama, he's been sheared, so he's naked. But and here's his little clippers. How funny! Isn't that hilarious? And then that goes with another one. This little guy, and then we have these two llamas here. And there's lots of accessories for them. They've got some scarves, um, and then just a few of the sentiments. Woolly awesome male. Right? You can never have too much sass. Unless it's from one of your children. There's one in every herd. Hope you have a amazing day. Sending a whole llama love and spit happens. So those are kind of fun, but these guys, they're so fun to color. Um, and so we're gonna make a card with this. And then to go with this one, I pulled out some of my favorites, but this stencil is oh, see, then it would be perfect. Um, this stencil is the succulent stencil. It's gorgeous. So I've already stenciled it and die cut it. And so we're going to use that as kind of our little background builder for this card. Isn't that beautiful? And this die set is, let me grab it real quick because I get the names confused because I'm still learning what's what. I just joined the team and I'm so excited to be part of it. It is part of the EIEIO frame and the Oh Happy Day frame set. EIEIO comes with an alphabet. This one has some flowers and stuff that comes with it too. Um, but so fun. So I've already got pieces and I saved them all. So this layers up like this. This would be your whole piece. Um, but I think I think we'll do a little stenciling just to play because stencils are fun. All right, I got too much stuff on my desk at the moment already. Let me grab my sticky mat. No big plans tonight. Are you celebrating? Do you have plans tomorrow for New Year's Day? I think we're going to try and watch a little football, and that's about it. All right, so, and I am going to tape this down too, just because my sticky mat is not uber sticky. So I'm just going to put a little tape there and there. And then let's see. Let's find a pink. A light pink. We'll go with bubblegum. And then some minty fresh. And let's do that to get started. And some brushes. And this is just, I'm just going in kind of willy-nilly. These are succulents, and so in the pot, they'd just kind of be all together. All right. And we'll add more as we go along. So there's too old for New Year's. Well, you're not old, but I probably won't make it till midnight. I don't know. I'm usually awake. I'm just sleep is rough. But we don't do anything. The only thing that will keep me awake is the fact that my little dog hates fireworks. And our neighborhood tends to go a little crazy with the fireworks. So we'll see how he does. They've already started. So, but we'll have a quiet evening downtown. I live in Mobile, Alabama, and the big thing here is New Year's downtown. They don't do like the ball drop or anything like that. They do a moon pie drop, and they have in the morning, yesterday morning, the largest moon pie was brought in, and they introduce a new flavor, and the flavor this year is birthday cake. So, that's kind of fun. Kind of, a little thing. Are you cooking for tomorrow? Do you do any, do you do the um like here in the South, it's the black eyed peas, collard greens, um we're cornbread. We're in the country. I'm in Ohio. Oh, I have a very sweet friend that is in Ohio, one of my crafty besties. There we go. I love the soft colors here. So that one, the yellow is Over the Moon. The like bluish green is Minty Fresh. And then the pink is Bubblegum. And then let's peel and reveal. Kind of like, you know. Oh, that's so pretty. This stencil I use over and over and over. Sauerkraut, pork, and mashed potatoes. That sounds good. My husband would love that. He loves sauerkraut. But I guess you have the cabbage, the pork, 'Cause the superstition is that the collard greens, cabbage, turnip greens, whatever, represents currency or dollars. The black-eyed peas are supposed to represent coins. Um, the cornbread represents gold, and the pork, you don't wanna ever do chicken because chickens scratch backwards, but pigs root forward, and so you want the pork because it, brings good luck. And then there's all the little I found, there was a little video on, like, some of the Appalachian, um, superstitions about, don't sweep, don't do laundry, don't take out the trash, all about, that the 1st of the year sets your tone for the whole year long, and you don't wanna sweep out your good luck. You don't wanna wash away a loved one, so, no cleaning, nothing. I'm like, "Okay, I can get behind a few of these superstitions." So, alright, so here is our background. I love this. Now let me find let's see, I want paper. I'm not sure which color to go with. I think I wanna pull the green. I have it in the few of the things here. And I think I'm gonna go with mint. And anything with mashed potatoes is always good. All right, let me find my paper. All right. Oh, it matches my my pad on my desk. Yeah, those colors, and I thought they just went well with the little, the llamas and their succulents and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and die cut this and all its pieces. Let's see, the other one, that one. So let me grab my Did you get any fun crafty things for Christmas? I got some new markers. That was about my my excitement, which for me, new markers are very exciting. All right, let's get this going. And these dies cut so wonderfully. Um, so there's our little centerpiece. There's the little border, which I could mix and match and actually make 2 cards now just with those few pieces. Which markers did you get? Oh, hey, Heidi! Which markers did you get, Heidi? I, um, I have been a Copic user for, gosh, going on 20 years now. I just totally dated myself. Oh, a new glass mat. Oh, the color cubes. Yeah, those are on my list. The new ones I think are so cool. Um, I have always been a Copic girl for years, ever since I started, way back when. And I have tried out Olos, wasn't a huge fan only because they're awkward for me. I don't like the little marker. I don't like not being able to see both ends. So I got some Bianyo markers, which are kind of like a step below Ohuhu. They're made in the same factory. So they actually have the same numbers, but I did just get the Ohuhus. Heidi, I love them. And it made me realize that using new markers that are juicy with crispy nibs, um, colors so much better than my really old Copics. that I realize now are probably needing to be retired, or they will go by way of the coloring books. Hey, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining in, friend. Um, so I have been, and my favorite thing to do is I could swatch markers for hours. I've only got the two. I didn't get the full set. Um, they are so underrated. I love the Ohuhus. And I've been doing a lot of coloring, like color book coloring, just as kind of some mental, I don't know, relaxation. And I did. That's the same one I got. Heidi, I got the brush and the fine tip. I need some coffee because in all the years that I've coloring, and Elizabeth and I have talked about this, I don't know that I have ever actually used the chisel end of my Copics. But man, coloring, like I use my Ohuhus on this one and coloring the little, like the little dots and stuff with that fine tip is amazing. I love them. So that's my plug for Ohuhu markers. I'll be doing that over on the Tickety Talks. So, I just used the Oh Happy Day die set and cut out all these frames. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix and match. Heidi and Mayhem, I don't even know what Mayhem's name is. I'm just going to call her Mayhem. And Elizabeth and whoever else is lurking in the background. I hope that 2026 is very kind to you, that um, your year is free of struggles and things, and that life is good. So we'll put that one there. Oh, I got my little green one. Brush chip. Oh, acrylic marker. The Ohuhu ones. I'm loving acrylic markers. I have acrylic markers from I have a laser cutter, and prior to getting back into stamping and stuff again, I did a lot of wood cutouts and painting. Um Tara, nice to meet you, Tara. I'm Jana. um and so I have the Thule art markers, but there I've seen some of the like color by number coloring books. I know color my Christmas list, my kids were teasing me. Almost 56, almost 57 years old, and my Christmas list looked like a 10-year-old. Um, it was coloring books, colored pencils, markers, color by number, marker holders, all the things. But yeah, so I got a set of the Bianos, which I love. Um, and then I started filling in kind of with the I have a skin tone set and the bigger pastel set from the Ohuhus, and yeah, totally loving them. They're like the little like secret, the best kept secret of the marker world, I think. And acrylic markers are fun. They can add so much. I've taken kind of a deep dive into just coloring in general. And there are so many things that you can do by adding, a little touch of acrylic here and there, and um, or the white pen, the white gel pen, or white acrylic marker, and it's just amazing. So, okay, I'm chatting up a storm. Let me find my thick um, stuff. All right, foam tape. That's the word. That's the one I'm thinking of. So I think we're gonna do this look, it cracks me up. Naked llama. Naked llama is the best. And then his little clippers, I think, are gonna kind of come. I don't know. I gotta do my layout, figure it out. I might have them. So he's gonna be here. And we'll have the little clippers. Maybe they'll be kind of our border. That'll work. And then our llama friend. And because he's naked, he needs a scarf. And then I think his little woolly friend is going to be waiting his turn next. And he's going to have the little, I don't even know what it would be called. I think that goes on this one though. Yeah. This guy's going to have a scarf. The chattier, the better. There we go. Oh my gosh. It's perfect. Perfect. And look, I still have all these pieces just from this set that I can do with this guy here on that one, this little guy here. We have a little pot, but I love this. And then I gotta find where my sentiments go. The perfect sentiment. This set, Heidi, is one of my favorites. Well, they're all my favorites. All the Alice ones are really my favorites, but there's one in every herd. That one got dirty. I hope you have something else. Spit happens. I think we'll go with spit happens. I get very chatty, but that's all right. It's been a while since I've done a live. I love going live. It's just it's my jam. I love it. So we're just going to trim this down. We're going to use spit happens. There we go. And we're going to actually, I'm going to do it on some black, but we're going to trim this one down and we're going to put it on black. And then I'm going to put black on the behind the sentiment too. So hubby is in charge of cooking dinner tonight, which is some baked sweet potatoes for dinner. That's it. Because tomorrow we'll have all of our fixins. Our we're doing it. We call it swamp stew or swamp soup. It's pretty much the collard greens, the black eyed peas, um, sausage, bacon, potatoes, all in one pot. So I just throw it in the slow cooker and let it go. Oh, well, you know what? I am going to, when I get done, I am going to find you and follow you. And so then the next time you go live, you won't be alone. I will come hang out. Um, but I don't mind doing videos. I just do, a voiceover and call it good. Um, and my kids laugh because they'll hear me in here talking and they always peek over the top of the monitor. Are you live? No, just talking to myself, recording a video. Um, but I love doing lives. I think it's the interaction. I like to talk, if you can tell. Now, this could very easily be made into a really cool shaker card as well. I don't have my shaker bits out because I didn't think about doing that, but this rectangle here, this scallop rectangle, I'll put it on black so you can see it better, makes the perfect like shaker window. So I think my next time I will do, or I'll do a video, a tutorial doing a what you call it. Yeah, that's when they all, that and the dog. Um a My dog, my little dog Abner, thinks that people need to sit and watch him eat. He's quite the character. He knows Elizabeth's voice, and when he hears her live, he comes tearing down the hallway to come watch her, and he jumps up in my lap and watches. But at 5 o'clock and at noon, he thinks that I need to go sit and watch him eat. And he'll come running back here and start yapping at me to um, so that I watch him eat. He's a spoiled little turkey. He's really funny though, and he's my little crafty bestie. He does. He's a prince. He thinks that, people need to watch him eat. And it's probably, he feels that then he's protected from the big dogs getting his food. He is a Jack Russell Chihuahua mix, mostly Jack Russell. And then we have a yellow lab and we have a blue heeler. So I think he feels safe with somebody watching him eat. All right, we're just eyeballing things. Yeah, he looks like a Jack Russell. He's kind of a long hair, like a wired hair, long haired Jack Russell. He's the goofiest looking little dog. He's got an underbite, so his bottom teeth stick out, so his little boo boo lip sticks out. And then he's got these crazy little, like, I don't even know what we should, his little face fur, um, things, little, not even whiskers, it's just crazy hair that sticks up all over him. And he has the funniest little personality, but he is the coolest little dog. He has been good for me, as far as just having a buddy. Our yellow lab is my husband's service dog, and he's a sweetheart. And then the blue heeler is actually my son's dog, um, but he's here. The lab and Roddy. Oh, what a sweet mix and a bully. Um, but yeah, we just have dogs. All right, let's get our little naked guy on here, and I'm popping him up on some foam tape just to give him a little dimension. It's funny, Roddies are so sweet. So sweet. I had one at one time. Her name was Brandy. She was a love bug. A big oaf, but she was a love bug. There we go. I don't know how many cards. Gosh, it's been a half hour already. I gotta do my Slugs and Kisses card only because that one's hilarious. And because I've been watching all the movies. So, all right. And then we're going to put this guy right there. And then I'm just going to stick this on the side of my thing. And then we got to glue down our clippers. These little clippers are so dang cute. It's like the perfect accessory. They're so sweet. Oh, there we go. So this is kind of going to be our little border there. Now you got to give them their scarves. Scarves. And like I said, all of these are I did a black layer on the back, which that's a really thick, probably 110 pound cardstock. And so I just cut a second layer. I like my little die cuts to have some dimension without having to use foam tape. So you can kind of see here the scarves have just a little bit of dimension, but they stand up nicely. All right, let's find, I don't know where my black scraps are. I'm in the process of kind of revamping my craft room. And so things are not where they're supposed to be. All right, let's do this. I smell the sweet potatoes bacon. Yum. I didn't cut that very straight, but that's all right. And I probably got that too. We're gonna trim that down. We're just gonna trim it down with our scissors. So the fireworks are going. Abner is not happy. That's when the chihuahua comes out. He starts shaking. He is just not a fan of loud noises. Um, he's a like thunderstorms. He's a big nope on a thunderstorm. And he will climb to the highest point, which is usually trying to sit either on the back of my husband's shoulders or on his head. Awesome. Look at there's our cute little card. And there's lots of dimension, I think, but it's missing something. I gotta find them first. There. It needs a little sparkle. And I think, let's see. And my sparkles are leftover diamond dots that I just repurposed into card bling. And move all these things. Grab a little tray. There they go. They all jump around until they're facing the right direction, which is fantastic. All right, so we're gonna do there, there, here, here. I lost count. But these just give, just a little something extra, and they were leftovers anyway. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Have our odd number. And then the little tray has a little spout. Separate. There we go. Right back into their little container. All right, there is card number 1. One jumped out when I opened it. And I will take pictures, and all these will be on the Miss Ink, the ink pad, Miss Ink's pad on Facebook or on Instagram. So you'll be able to see there. So there's our super cute llamas. And I did do this guy with some of my new markers. And I will put it onto, it's just a card front at the moment, but eventually it will go on a card. All right, let's move on. Move on to, oh, I got a couple Alice cards to do. This one I've had put together and stuff for quite a while. I just hadn't completed it. She's been colored static, colored for a while, and it's gonna be a slider card. And it kind of reminded me of her going down the rabbit hole. So I gotta remember which way this goes. This way. Um, so there she's on that. And then I've got all of some of the extra characters that are playing croquet. So I've got the Queen of Hearts, but I gotta make sure I'm gonna get this one laid down so I can see. Well, I'm glad you're here, Tara. Thanks for joining. I have linked all the ones that I'm using are in the description box below. It is an affiliate link, but check out what is available. There's lots of goodies, so many fun things, lots of sass. I put a lot of foam tape on here. And we'll see. My little spinner thingies are new, so we'll see if they work. I think I got them all there. All right, we're gonna use a little glue just to have some wiggle room or wiggle time. My glue is very happy today. Some days, not so much. And then I'm just gonna line it up. There we go. There she goes. She might need a little working it up and down. All right, so then we've got, we could put these guys over there. And we've got the little hedgehogs. Aren't these cute? Heidi doesn't miss a detail. So the hedgehogs are the little croquet guys, the little croquet balls. Let's see, I think I want the bigger one up here. And we're gonna put all of those, we're gonna save these for another card. But we're gonna pop this up on some foam tape. Tara, I hope you have a wonderful New Year's. Um, with many blessings, a safe and healthy year. I think that's kind of one for everybody. Safe and healthy. All right, so we're gonna pop this guy up in the corner. If you guys haven't, if you could hit the thumbs up and give a little share, that would be appreciated. If you subscribe, then you will know when content is uploaded or if someone happens to go live, like me. All right, we're gonna put this one up here. And then we've got a few little, and this stenciled background is from the Alice background collection, stencil collection. Yeah, there we go. That kind of, you know, up and down. All right. Multitasking. I get it. I get it. All right, so there is card number 2. We have Alice playing croquet. And she does slide. I just need to work the edge there a little bit. All right, let's move on to some of my favorites. So we've got, I've got to find the bucket of slugs. And that is from, what's that one? This set, which is Slugs and Kisses. And it does have coordinating dies as well. So we've got the redhead here with a bucket of slugs. And I have him colored right here. And then we've got another bucket of slugs. And the best part, we have little tiny slugs. And I actually put some, I have the clear glaze gel pens, and I put those over the top. So my slugs look slimy. But they're so cute. So there's some slimy slugs. And we've got books and the ultimate sentiment, better out than in. So I don't know if he needs his friend. They look so sad, but I guess if, you know, that happened to you, you might be sad too. All right. There's another slug. I think we'll put I don't know where. But we've got all our slugs. And then we've got some ghosts. And then we've got the all of these guys too. And I think we'll save this one to go here. And this guy. And this was, I was practicing some, yes, that would be cute to do the llama with the clippers. Um, this guy, I tried to do like a ghost because it's nearly headless Nick. Um, and so he's a ghost. And I tried to make him ghostly, but I don't know if I really succeeded at that or not. So there are the fireworks. And I've got, I think we'll do, I've got this stencil. It's just the stars. I don't remember what the actual name of it is, but all of the stencils are on the website in one collection called Stencils. So we're going to do this with the stars on black. There we go. And I saved my little tapes somewhere, but I don't know what I did with them. And all right, so I think my stars, they need to have some sparkle. Let me, where's my little stars? This one. We do a little astro paste. Let me find a scraper. And a scraper. So we're just going to give it some, um, just some iridescent sparkle. It's so fluffy. Lurking is okay. Um, Phoenix feather. It was the one that came in the Scrap Fest kit. Because it's just the little one. So Phoenix feather. All right, let me grab paper towel. And some water. Let me move this out of the way. I'm still learning. But good thing I have friends, Elizabeth, that are so super talented with the pastes and all the things. All right. The big reveal. Dun da da! Oh, look at that! Would you look at that? Isn't that amazing? Oh, I'm in love. All right, let's wash this real quick. Yeah, 5:45 is time for fireworks. And then I will take this into the kitchen and wash it more sufficiently. But for the most part, that got all the stuff off the stencil. And then we're gonna give this a little dry. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. We gotta clean this off though too. That's one thing I'm trying to do better, is to remember to clean as I go, especially with the pastes and things. I'm gonna have glitter everywhere. That's all right. It'll clean up. It'll clean up. All right. So let's. And that stencil is so, even though it's so tiny, it's so well cut that um the texture paste, it didn't even pull, like even around the edges, it didn't even pull up. Those are perfect. Those are the perfect little stars. Perfect for, a magical card. I got stuff all over my hands. So we're gonna leave this to sit for a little bit to just dry a little more. And we're gonna do one more. I think I can get one more card done. Um, let's see, who do I have left in here? I think we will do. I think we're gonna do a little bit more stenciling, because you know what? Why not? It's New Year's Eve. Let's live a little. And now the dogs are barking. I need to get some of the stencils and the stamps that make the scenes. These are so cool. These are like, let me grab my black piece of paper. A perspective stencil. So it's like you're looking into the room, and so the floor is at a perspective. Um, so like the stones, or especially like the bricks and stuff, they look like you're going into the room. So it really adds some fun dimension to your cards without having to add dimension to your cards. It's just, so we're going to add, I think, this brick one here. And let's see what color. It's so neat. But you could use it for like a wall if you're looking, down a wall. It's the floor, but then you could add more stencil up the wall. Um, there's another stone stencil that's in the Alice collection that like if you wanted to add the stone wall when they're playing croquet, that's around the yard that they're in. All right, let me find. I got too many things in my way. We're gonna use some woof, I think. If not, we'll just switch it up and use another one. And your ink application on this doesn't have to be like perfect, because they're stones. And so they're going to be different. And we're going to go in and we're going to add some I'm gonna zhuzh them up a little bit. I love this stencil. There are so many ways to use it. So that was woof. I know it's upside down, sorry. But it's going into its home. All right. Let's reveal this and then we're gonna do a little drawing and some mixing it up a little bit. So, oh my gosh, that looks so amazing. All right, let's clean this and I just squirt of water and a wipe. Um, Sometimes I will use alcohol. And this mat is actually from for resin, but it was pretty and it was light and it doesn't reflect my um my lights. One of my lights tend to um glare too much. Gosh, I couldn't think of the word. All right, so there's that. Let me grab a scrap piece of paper. And I'm gonna grab a really super fine, this is like super fine uh pen. Oh, I'm glad that was dry. And a ruler. Oh, thank you, Tara. I appreciate that a lot. Um, it's not, it's not much, but also when y'all use affiliate links, it not only helps us, but it helps Heidi. Affiliate links give, I just bumped my finger, give a look at where people are shopping from. So it's kind of a nice way for Heidi to track things like that. All right, let's find some markers. That's too dark. And we're just gonna give some highlights and things now to our stones here. Thanks for the green hearts, Elizabeth. And we might do like some darker areas down here. Aren't they cool? Elizabeth, um, I'm a sucker for stencils. I love using stencils because it's an easy way to do a background or a scene or add texture. So by adding this, um, oh, those are for you. Oh, the pink hearts are for me. Thanks. So you can see how even just these little bit changes the look of the stones. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm holding my breath. Get concentrating sometimes and it's like, there we go. That worked. And then I think I might though, I'm gonna blend it out just a little bit with like the next shade down, which is pretty much the same color as the ink I used, but it'll just kind of blend and soften any edges that I have. Marker is a little dry. It's squeaking. Oh my gosh. Look at how much that changed. Can you guys see how by adding just that little bit, it's really changed? And then we're going to grab a white pencil pen. Oh, let's see. I think we're gonna go with this one. It's a really skinny acrylic, and I don't have anything to show. But we're just gonna now we're gonna highlight the other side and along the top. So it's like the light is hitting opposite of where I just put those highlights down. And it's just, I mean, this is just a stencil, some ink, and two markers. Well, my colors, and then um, some white. And you could use, you know, like a Posca pen or the white gel pens. I want just a really thin highlight though. Um, Let me look real quick. Heidi, I don't know if Heidi's still in here or not. Um, that stuffed duck, isn't that hilarious? See, that's what I'm talking about. Just they're funny. You know, the world is there's so much going on that there's nothing wrong with having some humor in a situation. Let's see. I don't know if there are dyes for that one or not. Let's search duck. No, I don't believe there is. I think it's just a fussy cut one. But maybe Heidi will pop on. I think it's just the stamps, but nope. There she is. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit thicker on some of these. That duck is hilarious. The ducks, the llamas, they're so funny. Um, so here we go. All right. And then, hey, Rick, how are you doing, friend? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve. I'm going to just add a little bit of texture on some of these along the just one corner, you know, because a stone or a brick would have a little bit of texture. Hope you're doing well, Rick. I'm so glad that you were here, Tara. It was nice to meet you. Nice to hang out. I hope you will join me again. And I am going to find you so that I can follow you. And, you know, next time you go live, you won't have to feel like you're talking to yourself. There we go. there we go. So there is our stone floor. And I might, there we go. And then I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. And let me, hold on, let me look in the set. I think we'll just go with that. And we're going to have the bucket of slugs here. Yeah, I hope that gave you some inspiration there, Tara. What you cooking, Rick? What's for dinner? So we've got our bucket of slugs. And with the floor having perspective, this what's really cool. If I put a slug down here, it actually looks like it's closer to you. Um I think he needs a slug like on him. I definitely love the slugs. They're so fun. All right, so I'm just going to start gluing. This is going to be kind of a simpler card, but still fun. And it's got dimension because they're thick. There's a couple layers there. And our bucket of slugs. But my slugs are shiny, so they have, slug juice. They crack me up. I think I was on live with Elizabeth um, coloring them, or on TikTok coloring them with her, and the slugs, I was laughing. And then when I added the glaze pen to them, it just it was so funny. To me, it was hilarious. All right, we got one little guy. I don't know, maybe he's going this way. There we go. And oh, shoot. I was going to use, you know what? I think I can still save it. I forgot I made the stars to go with my background. All that work, but that's all right. We'll do the stars with it. I totally got sidetracked with my background there. So this one I would just mount on another thing. I might go in and doodle some wall behind him, but there is, and here's his sentiment. This one, and we've got the slugs on the floor with our stones that we've kind of highlighted and added some extra to. And then this was the one I was waiting on. That one we're going to do all of our peoples. I might have to go the other way. These stars, I love these stars. Got his books. I don't know that everybody's going to fit. It might just be those two. And this guy. And I've got lots of little extras here, like you could have the books flying, like these books are flying around. I think I'll save him. He can go with the ghosts. So we've got some books. Sorry, I'm doing really bad at reading the chat. I apologize. And this I would probably even pop up here. I think we'll put that with there. Yeah, you can do, especially with stencils, you can do so much with a stencil and even just um a couple ink pads. It doesn't even have to be a lot of ink pads because you could easily, ink blend over the top or add texture with some, paste or a Versamark and some embossing uh powder. Oh, words are hard sometimes. Um, all right. So that would be that one. And then I'm just going to kind of put these together to give y'all an idea of how I would complete the card. So we'll give these guys. He looks so sad. So there's those guys. He would go with, I think, the ghosts, or the two ghosts together. And then I've still got leftover Alice for um those. But I am going to work on these because I need to go eat something. And then I'm also going to finish another llama card with my llama parts that I have here. But thank you so much for joining me on New Year's Eve, taking the time out of your little holiday to hang out. I hope that it was fun. I super enjoyed it. I will definitely be back. I will have a set schedule of lives. It's kind of my thing. So we will do that, but I appreciate all of you hanging out and being here with me on New Year's Eve. I wish you all a wonderful 2026, safe and healthy. And remember, always be kinder than you need to be because you never really know what someone's going through. So, much love, y'all. Take care, and I will see you next year. Have a wonderful evening and a very happy new year.